folks. Alright, first time podcasting. Gonna try this a few times. Let's do this. I've been promising myself that I was gonna do a podcast. Few things in mind. I'm from Canada, but I'm living in Bali right now. I've been here for 3 weeks. I'm gonna be here 3 months altogether. As the clock counts down, mixed feelings. You know, part of me likes the fact that time goes by. I'm worried about the budget. I'm worried about getting back home and dealing with reality and the responsibilities. But part of me is worried about leaving paradise. It hasn't been gorgeous the whole time. And if you look at the weather forecast, it just says rain, 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 rain. Well, it's probably a safe bet. So far, it's been okay. First week and a half here, rained every day. And then about a week ago, it just kind of stopped. Still rains at night at inopportune times. Just finished dinner, getting on your scooter and you're about to go home, it's gonna rain. If it's not raining and you're looking at the sky, it's gonna rain. If it's raining, it's gonna stop. And that's the good thing about it. Bali weather, it is like Canada weather in one way. Always changes. If I'm honest, it hasn't been a total walk in the park. Certain things have been challenging, most of which I think come from traveling on your own. The first thing I did when I got here was to get a motorcycle. I say motorcycle, it's really a scooter. And I say that being a motorcycle driver, not a biker. There's a difference. Not a biker. Everyone drives a scooter. It's pretty awesome. About $5 Canadian gets you a week's worth of gas. I've done a few missions. I've gone to Kuta, very commercial. I spent an afternoon there. I didn't like it. I found the driving kind of hectic. South Bali, which is where Kuta is, that's mostly what you're gonna see. Young, touristy, congested, party. It's a little intense and disappointing at the same time. Not to mention it reminds you of your age. It's not a thing that I can, so. A big focus of what I've been doing here has been filming as an experiment, not strictly speaking the podcast. You know, a music video kind of format, a few vacation films where I'm really pushing myself to use editing software in a way that I haven't used it before. I'm going to release probably 3 films, maybe 4, probably 3. In between them, I'm going to try and do a podcast or 2. It's just stuff that's experimental for me. I come from an animation background. One of the toughest things about it, filming alone and trying to find a subject. I mean, it's nice to go and film trees and leaves and clouds and sky and beach and all that stuff, but it's nice to have a subject to film. And trying to film yourself, I mean, I do it. You got to. It's tough. I made a point of going up to northern Bali, up in the Sikampul region, and we saw the Sikampul waterfall. I made some friends on the flight here. Newlyweds, around my age, provided some awesome places for me to hang out. One of which was close to Ubud. Beautiful villa. I've never seen anything like it. A few days after that, I went all the way up to that Sikampul region, planning to see the waterfall. I stayed with them a little longer than I should have. I was planning on, maybe spending the evening. I ended up staying over for 2 nights. Shout out to Chris and Rachel. Thank you very much for the hospitality. It was kind of a tough way up there. It's very rural. No one speaks English. I'd pretty much lost my way. My phone wasn't working. The GPS was out. It was raining pretty hard on me. It's high altitude, so it was much colder there than it is here. A lot of anxiety. I could not find this private little vista that they had rented. In a state of almost panic, not even really knowing how I was going to get back home, I decided to turn around. I'd been at it about 4 hours. It's a 2-hour drive, so I'm twice over what time should have been. I'm on my way back. The rain breaks. My GPS starts working on my phone. Miraculously, I was able to find a beautiful place. But it brings me to a point. In this video that I cut for fun, we made it look like it was my place, and it's not. Much like the Instagram and Facebook, we're faking it. Looking online, making comparisons. A lot of it's bullshit. A lot of it's fake. This was fake, and it was fun to do, funny to portray. As harrowing as it was getting up there, and it was very challenging, as emotional as I got, getting there after all of the challenge obviously made it much more worth it. While I'm going up there and dealing with all of this, I keep having this thought in my head. I should be able to get there, what's wrong with me and what someone else might do. All of these should ideas that were going through my head of how I should have planned this, I should be smarter, I should be able, I should be more competent, should. The native Balinese seem to be much more just doing, just living. There's a big emphasis on being present, especially coming from the West, to lean way too much towards comparisons with other people and comparing with people who are kind of faking it the way I did in this video. I know that it's cliche to say it. I should feels like you're holding yourself to an expectation that you know you're not going to meet, and you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Alright guys, so that's it for this go. Great to have you. I think I have like 2 viewers, maybe 1 viewer. I hope I still have a viewer. Please check out my previous video. I'm going to be doing a couple more videos. They're short, they're punchy. So check them out, subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.